Good afternoon, parents. My name is Mr. Patrick LeBlanc. I teach Theology 2, Theology 4, as well as I'm the house mentor of St. Christopher House here at Father McGivney. Due to COVID, we're not going to be able to have our usual open house where I get a chance to meet you, you get a chance to meet me. So I wanted to take this opportunity to share a brief little video, sort of sharing some biographical details about myself, but even more importantly than that, just tell you a little bit about my teaching style, my teaching philosophy. I have a letter that I write to my students every single year. I was going to follow the script, but that's not really my style. So we'll start at the very beginning, right? I was born and raised in Jerseyville, Illinois. I moved to the Metro East about 3 years ago, currently living in Edwardsville. I went to college. Well, it's getting further and further, it seems, every single year. But I went to Monmouth College and I graduated with a degree in philosophy and classical studies, which lends itself very well to teaching theology. I've had a lot of different sort of side gigs, everywhere from working at a brewery to being a barista to working customer service. But I finally decided, if you will, finally discovered, I think would be a better idea, my vocation whenever I accepted the job here at Father McGivney Catholic High School. And as a theology teacher, my focus is slightly different than, say, a mathematics teacher or a science teacher. Obviously, my job is to teach your kids the nuts and bolts of Catholicism. It's part of the job of Father McGivney Catholic High School to graduate students who have a basic understanding of what it means to be a Catholic Christian in today's world. But perhaps even more importantly than that, I see my job here not just as a job, but as a vocation of accompaniment. Because with this particular age group, which I love working with, they're really starting to ask the big questions. Who is God? What does God do? What's the meaning of life? And as a philosophy guy, I really dig those questions. So I definitely see my teaching style, not so much lots of homework and lots of sort of arbitrary reading and all that kind of stuff and memorizing prayers, as important as that can be. More than that, I see my vocation, my teaching style, as a way of facilitating discussion. So I have my students work a lot with their small groups, and obviously I don't just abandon them, let them do whatever they want, but I definitely see my job as more of a facilitator, meeting the students where they're at and guiding them to a better understanding of who God is and what he does, what it means whenever we say that God loves us. So that's just sort of a brief introduction. I'm a teacher. I could literally go on for hours, but I'll go ahead and spare you that. And I just want to reiterate, if you ever have any questions, concerns about what's going on in class, or maybe if you have some questions yourself about the faith, I'm always open via email, and I'm here for you. I'm a resource, right? I'm here to serve you with the knowledge that I have, and to really help your kids through some difficult times, especially with the global pandemic. So thank you for listening, and I hope to hear from some of you all sometime in the future. God bless.